Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Today, we're going to talk about our trip to the Field Museum for the Pokemon Fossil Museum opening. So, we live in Magnificent Miles during our trip, and we took the 146 buses to the museum, which is like straight line. It's so simple. And we got to the museum 3 times. So what we did is we got the membership. Which cost I think $100 or something, and we were able to get in 3 times for well, actually you can go as many times as you can for free. Anywho, the bus go right there across the street. I'm just pointing here. Is like you got off here is right to the south side, I believe, which is like one of the entrance. Anywho, back to the membership. $100 is for you and your adults, which is works perfectly for my case with my spouse. Our friends got different packages themselves because they're a bigger family, but we just went by ourselves. When we bought the membership. The membership get you 10% off in merchandise in general, including Pokemon items as well as other things. I'll show other videos in the future if you're interested for the whole museum trip or whole Chicago trip, as a matter of fact. We're crossing the road here. But anyway, $100, and we went there before the opening on the 22nd. There's a preview day. We went on the 21st, including the Fossil Museum. We went the second time, including the Fossil Museum on the opening day, and we went the third day without the Fossil Museum because at that point it's sold out. This one I'm showing is the hot dog stand. It's very famous there in that area, and it's actually great. We got the Polish dog meal. Actually, if you just want a hot dog, you can just get the dog for $5. The meal is $12 for the meal set for the Polish. So $5 for just dog and 12 for the whole meal. Anyway, this is the south side. We were early. We were there like 7 something. We were like extremely early. So we roam around and see how everything works. The south side is where you can enter. We are walking towards the north side now. The north side is where you can take pictures with them better looking banners. There's more banners there. That's probably where people usually take the pictures. As well as you can see the Chicago skyline. If you like picture type, you go there. In general, we went 3 times with a membership. Definitely get the money worth of it, and also get like a lot of the souvenir stuff. It's even though it kind of looks quiet, it was pretty good. I highly suggest you to get membership, especially if you go in winter, and you're trying to play Pokemon Go. Because what happened is you have sheltered, you have bathroom, and you have seatings instead of outside camping in the wind. In Chicago is windy city, not for no reasons. So in winter, I highly recommend you get a membership if you can spare, because if you get the tickets and you go there multiple times, it's already worth it. Especially if you play Pokemon Go, it's also worth it because you have to be really close to the museum to catch your fossil Pokemon. And there are 5 gyms there, 3 Pikachu, one there and 2 Aerodactyl. So your goal is probably the Pikachu, as comparatively speaking. So you get 3 per day Pikachu, as well as if you finish your mission and stuff, you got one more at the end, kind of. So basically, you can probably get like 11 Pikachu if you do 2 days or something, give or take. This is the east entrance for field trip. There are kids go there for field trip, not exactly the Pokemon side, but generally. We went there. There are a lot of field trips, buses and stuff there. That was the east entrance. The east entrance is where you can access to one of the Pokestop there, because that's how you get your research thing going. And one of the Pokestop is from the east side, but it's kind of like a basement, so the reception is not that great. So we go outside to the east side to spin that Pokestop like some sick maniac, to be honest. But we went there to the museum 3 times, part of the reason of that, and also to see the whole museum. It would take you, if you non-stop the whole day, would take you that whole day, or if you split it into 2 days like us, that was perfect. There's another video I'm going to post. There's a photo op, you can get it for free. Check out my other video later on. I'll show you how you can get some pictures for free taken by other people if you want, in the zoo side. But anyway, this is the north side. Like I said, you can see the skyline and everything. Again, this museum is probably out of all the museums and stuff we go to Chicago, I highly recommend it. The souvenirs are great, especially if you like dinosaurs and stuff. if you want some not as pricey souvenirs, what you can do is you can get those elongated coins. Usually it's about $1 each, and you get a souvenir kind of. It's like if you get a pin, it's at least like $7.99, but you get membership, you get a little off kind of. I think the cheapest gift I saw is 5 and then $7.99. It's not that bad, but those are your options. In the area besides the Field Museum, which takes the longest, like I said, there's also the Adela Planetarium. I'll show the pictures later,
So they
as
didn't
well
put
as the
any
aquarium,
Pokemon
which
outside
when we
or
were going, they
exterior, I
were under
guess
construction.
it might make sense because
So,
they don't want people to steal it. You
it's
know,
kind of crowded.
you
We
put
went on
sculpture or
Memorial
Pokemon, I'm
Weekend.
sure
It's a
be
little disappointing.
some
If you go to
scalper
the
trying to steal at
planetarium, I
night.
would highly recommend you go on a
You know, 'cause
Wednesday
it's the park
night or
and
something,
everything, you
because
know.
that's the day when the observatory is
There it
open.
is.
If you
So
go
we
to
walk around basically
aquarium,
the building
if
already.
you haven't been one, I don't think you'll be disappointed. But if
there's
you
a-
have been other ones like the New York
forget
ones
what
or
these
the
are called. They have
Montreal
a lot
ones,
of
which are
these
the
in
bigger
Toronto.
ones, you might be a little bit disappointed.
Drum line.
I can't even see
But anyway,
there's not even an altars there I can see, which
where
is
are all
like my
the
thing.
kids and
So
stuff?
this is the north side of the museum, by the way. I'm talking about it. This is actually
there
the
some
good
kids
entrance.
taking buses
I'll have
with us?
videos, by the way, talk
wonder.
about where you could get the elongated
Maybe
pennies
we
and
have to
so
take
on and
some
so forth.
pictures and then draw
So the
ourselves.
pre-day
And
when we
show you
go
guys
in
some
before the
video
public
later.
opening day, you will not get a card. You don't get the promo card. The day off onwards, you will get a promo card when you enter, as long as you get a ticket. So basically, people that are under 3 years old, you won't get a ticket. And like if it's damaged and stuff, you cannot return, refund whatsoever for the promo card and stuff. So just get, but you should be happy just to visit in general. I was not expecting a card, and I didn't know there will be a card. I didn't bring a card protector. So if you're going, bring a card protector. I was not expecting to be so overwhelmed. So what happened is we went 3 times, right? First 2 times with the fossil museum ticket as well. So you need to get 2 tickets in order to get to see the whole Pokemon thing as well as the museum. The museum actually is great. There's the Egypt side. There's the like gemstones. If you're into gemstones, you can't miss that. This upstairs is great. And there's like a Native American, I forgot what it's called. There's also the wildlife stuff, a lot of stuff basically for you to see, as well. It would take like a good like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours minimum nonstop for it. Again, basement has no reception. If you're planning on playing Pokemon Go, you might want to like do it faster or something. The basement has a lot of kids in general. When you go there, the Pokemon. So this is ground floor when you enter. I'm on the south side now. You can see the left side is the Pokemon store. The right side is the exhibit. When is your time, you want to line up there. There's a clock there, so you can see when it's about your time, you go there and line up. But in general, don't crowd the area because, otherwise no one can get in. And they timed it pretty well, the museum. This is the museum store. If you want to play the pinball machine, it's actually inside there. That was not available for members on preview. They only started on the opening day on the 22nd. So they have the pro and the premium pinball machine. If you want to try that 6,000 plus cost price tag machine, go ahead and try that. There's a QR code you can scan to keep your high score on a board if you want it. So I would highly recommend, while you're waiting for a turn, do the QR code registration first, so that, because it takes a while. It takes a while. In terms of the store, there are a lot of goodies. There's some that are exclusive, and the others are available in Pokemon Center. So there are exclusive ones for this field museum in general. The price, I'll talk about it individually in description. So check out my description if you're interested in knowing the price. Like I said, the members got the 10% off. There are incentive to get the membership. This is the membership sticker that I'm kind of show you. You just need a QR code in general. They didn't check ID. I don't know why they didn't check the ID for the tickets. I was hoping they checked the ID of the people, kind of. But they didn't, I guess.
If
But
you
then
guys
I
are
guess people didn't
curious,
know at
what's
the
the
beginning.
difference
Maybe
between
later on it's
the
getting worse. I
gift shop
don't know.
versus
This is the store. They do
Pokemon
decked up and
section?
decorated with
Mostly these
Pokemon
are
stuff.
regular
Not exactly for
products
the
from
exhibition, but
Pokemon
just in general.
versus
They
the
put some
museum
Pokemon
exclusives.
stuff
It's
here,
probably
so
only in
the
that section
general
if
store.
you have those tickets.
If you're planning to use the
So,
bathroom, the
I do
ground
love
floor,
this
this
bag,
floor, the
even though it's
bathroom is
not
almost
exclusive.
always busy, especially
I
after
love
that
these pants,
Pokemon
actually.
Fossil Museum opening.
I'm sorry, I'm biased.
There is always a line. go to the one
So I
downstairs with
believe
the
they
kids or
open.
go to the one
Yeah, they open at
upstairs.
10, so
I
it's
think
later
it
than
was on the
normal.
north
The museum
side.
open at 9,
That's
so, but we
those
would
two
still check it out
bathrooms, the
since we
line is
have the
shorter
membership.
or virtually no lines. So this is where you line up to get inside the fossil museum. Like we were there just taking videos because it's not started yet at that point. You can see the decoration at the top. There's a Pikachu. It's the yellow one. That's the Pikachu there. This is where we enter, and the museum, it actually tells you like red and blue, like real versus Pokemon World, kind of like fossils, so they can distinguish. Try to bring it together. They did absolutely great job. The door entry actually shows you all the cool stuff. Like, for people that don't know Pokemon, they tried to do a step up intro, like with Arita-san's card here at the beginning, as well as the Game Boy and so on and so forth. They try to like build it up so that beginners that don't know anything about Pokemon can still enjoy this exhibition kind of. When we went to our second time, we actually raised it comparatively because we want to go in instead of everyone crowding to wait for the turns, because that was our second time. We went to take the pictures when it's still relatively empty so that we can take the
Free
pictures
Arita-san's
first
card.
before we go back to round two to see things we might have missed the last time. For example, that fossil, not Pokemon types, but the fossil types, I took a better picture of it, or attempted to, because I thought that was cool. Because I never saw it in the whole like display of it, and yeah, everything looks awesome. Like, kind of. I think the challenging part is if you're trying to do the museum and the Pokemon Go together, I think you need to separate it because Pokemon Go tends to take more time. To beat the Pikachu, it probably take less than a second, to be honest. Everyone in 20 lobby full, time will go down really quick. And then, yeah. After you finish the museum, you get a voucher. That's when you go to the gift shop. These are all iron-on totes. I didn't buy this one. I mean, I'm being honest, but this is kind of like exclusive-ish. Not that exclusive-ish. There's one pin that's Field Museum exclusive. There's this keychain also Field Museum exclusive. I have a video to talk about it, but basically, the difference from the Japan is that this blue thing is not a Pokeball, and the tag is different. This pin I'm showing is actually exclusive pin. It actually has the Field Museum there. The other Field Museum exclusive is a notebook, as well as those Bandai model, which is like $44.99 or $49.99. I forgot how much it was. Basically $50 for the thing. As well as there are a couple T-shirts that are also Field Museum exclusives, and also the shopping bag at the end is, I think they are $5.99 and $6.99 each. Oh, and the stickers, I don't think they're Field Museum exclusive though. Maybe they are, but because of the price, it's like $5.99 each sticker. One sticker, I didn't get it. When we went there the first day, we didn't get a model. When we went there the second day, the model was sold out already, which is like the official date when it opens. We asked for it. They actually have a restocking that later that afternoon. So we were lucky we can get that restock kind of. And when we went there the third time, which is like 2 days later, it's again sold out. All the shirts at that point was sold out in reasonable size. Only four extra large for triple XL is not triple, 4XLs is in stock. Kids size are still good. The black shirt is completely out. The reason why I went there in the third time was because I was making a return. This is the Bandai models. It looks really cool. I can't even describe how cool it is. So you can put the skin on the skull. It kind of like can do 2 layer, or you can do it separate. I don't know what I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, back to the shirt return. I went back this third time because the shirt has a hole. You might want to double check on the quality of the shirt before you make the purchase, because you might not be able to go back in, kind of what I'm saying. So I mean, the staff is very nice and they let you do it, but like just in general, just to make it smooth, you might want to check the shirt before you buying it. I on purposely bought a blue and a red originally, but at the end I have to return the red one because there's a hole and there's nothing of my size. I cannot jam in a kid's extra large, so I can't get it basically in general. There are multiple penny machines. I'll put separate videos where they're located. There's one basically downstairs. There's those plastic molding machines as well. I think the one upstairs with Zoo is the best looking plastic molding machine if I were molding one, but I didn't mold one because I'm in California. This thing will melt. There are a lot of nice pictures in the place. It will easily, like I said, take 8 hours. So plan If you have the membership, then you don't have to worry about entry at the museum. So you might want to do that. That is also an incentive, especially if you play Pokemon Go, like the bathroom situation and whatnot. This is the notebook, by the way, that's limited in the second rack earlier. And other stuff is not. By the way, the plush you can only get one. There's a limit of one for the plush, and the keychain there's a limit of one, and the model too, I believe. The plush is also still available in Pokemon Center. It looks exactly the same. There's nothing Field Museums exclusive for that. And it costs $5 more in the Field Museum. So if you're going and you have limited room to carry packages, you can buy it in Pokemon Center website if you want it. This is the kids one. That's the one I got extra large. I can fit in it. That black shirt at the corner, that's the one that sold out when I went there again the second round. Because I got the red one, like I said, I had to return. In general, this experience is very positive. Like I said, the staff, they are amazing. I already said they were amazing before. Before you even go to the museum. After I go in, I just thought it was even better. Oh, by the way, this blue shirt is amazing because it's not like those like film iron on. It's actually an embroidery at the pocket as well as it's printed on the shirt. So I love, love, love that blue shirt. If only they have it in adults, I would have buy it. But of course, I cannot fit in it, as you can imagine. So that's that. I have to admit there's scalpers there because I know someone trying to pay with 6 keychain there for some reason. It was like your limit is 5. How do you hold 6 keychains, man? I didn't use my quota. I think I bought like because I went 2 times, right? So I bought 20 items. I think I bought 10 only because I'm just trying to play nice. But like I said, I have to return the shirt and stuff like that. So yeah, do check the shirt. Make sure there's no holes because you don't want to get disappointed when you're on the way home. We were just lucky we found out as I was trying to pack the night because I was trying to figure out how much room I can carry with my Harry Potter shopping afterwards downstairs. Living in the Magnificent has this benefit kind of because the bus just goes straight. It's about 30 minutes ride, by the way, from Magnificent Miles down there. And this is the pinball machine. There's the pro and there's the premium. I got to test one of them. I am terrible in pinball. My dad is so much better than me. He used to play it by skipping classes in his uni days, and he can play with 1/4 the whole day long. This one didn't cost you anything because it's a free play, but it's awesome. It's the pro and the premium. Like I said, this is a $6,000 machine we talk about. We also went to this is the planetarium. Like I said, go there on Wednesday. That way you can see the observatory at the back. And if you go to the observatory, you get a very, very nice skyline pictures there. So do check out there. The bus go there as well. If you got the unlimited pass, I'm going to talk about the pass later on. It's worth it. This is the Ducky, the gift shop. The gift shop is a little bit on the more pricey side compared to all three museums, but they have some special stuff if you're into planets and stuff. It's a pretty quick, like less than 2 hours. I would say if you really try, you can do it probably in an hour if you don't do the movies. These are my haul. The right side is actually all dirty laundry. So as you can see, I don't carry a lot of stuff. Also went to Five Belows to get some ducks, by the way. So it's completely irrelevant, but I did get some ducks as well. We also went to the aquarium. Like I said, they're under construction, so it was a little bit disappointing. But I have to say, the aquarium probably has the best products to buy at a very reasonable price there. There are pennies there if you want to get your silver pennies. In both Planetium and the aquarium, you can get the souvenir pennies. There is a penny booklet you can get. There's no special penny there, but they have a penny booklet if you want to get it. There's one more place you can get penny, but it's not in this area. I'll do a separate video about it in the future. This is the penguin that I want to buy, but I have no room in my suitcase, as you can see with all my dirty laundry. There's no room, so but I want her. In general, if you miss the Field Museum at the end, there's still something you want to get. If you were in Terminal 1, you're in luck because I'm trying to take a picture. But between there's Terminal B, once you pass through the custom, in the gate B side, there's this Field Museum shop there. You can still shop there. That's where I got my Sue pin there. And yes, you can still use your membership there. So I'm showing the Field Museum shop there. I think it's like between like B1 to 8 side. So it's like on the left after you pass through the custom. Check it out. I did buy my Sue pin, like I said, because I completely and something for Sue. Anyway, for the Pokemon Go, this is how you get your your Pikachu there as well. And this is the Pikachu you get. Remember, the east entrance has that one. So try to stack your specials together. We got 2 of the catch 8 rock type Pokemon, and you want to finish that together to make it more efficient. And you might want to do the take picture one together as well, because that would make it more efficient. You don't have to. I think it's take 5 pictures and then catch 8 fossil Pokemon. So if you do 5, you can do all 3 stacked together at the end together. And then the east side, you go to the east entrance, that's when you get the last one, which is just take pictures of wild Pokemon, no limit. Like you don't have to even do the fossil rock Pokemon, so it's so much easier in that case. So that's what we did. And yeah, we spent 3 times there. We enjoyed it so much. I'll do a separate like itinerary slash cost breakdown, because cost breakdown means nothing if you don't have an itinerary knowing where I went, and that's why it costs so much. Anyway, until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.